Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and more. If you missed the wonderful conversation I had with Alan Freelander yesterday, go check that out. I had a nice hour-long conversation talking about the creation of his first album that I reviewed a couple weeks ago called Sound Elements on the Cellar Music Group label. This is a cool concept record celebrating the four elements and a lot of great playing on here. And he talks about his musical journey and about this record. So if you missed that, go check that out. Today, I'm going to be reviewing an album that I've had for a while on CD that I finally found on vinyl that I'm really excited about. I've not listened to this on vinyl. I have, however, had this CD for some time. And this is Benito Gonzalez Sing to the World, a 2021 release. This is freaking intense. I love this album. This and where's the other record? This celebration of McCoy Tyner called Passion, Reverence, and Transcendence from 2018. This is also awesome. This one's not available on vinyl, but this is also very intense. And so I was really excited to find this vinyl version of this album called Sing to the World. It's on Rainy Day Records, which is a Russian label I've never heard of until I picked up this CD. Very intense playing. You've got a lot of great players on here, including Nicholas Payton on trumpet on 4 tracks. Christian McBride plays bass on tracks 2 through 10. Sasha Mashin, who I had a conversation with him a couple weeks ago on the channel, fantastic Russian drummer, plays drums on over half of this album. You've got Tain playing drums on 4 tracks. So yeah, a lot of great players on here, and I'm really excited to talk a little bit about Benito, who won the 2005 Great America Jazz Piano Competition, and this dude can freaking smoke on piano. A fantastic player, not just technically, but musically really engages me. He's honored to be a 2020 Steinway & Sons artist for his sound that is recognizable for the powerful rhythm section and Afro-Latin patterns he prioritizes across his projects. And you'll hear a little bit of that Latin influence on this record for sure, but it's definitely more of a post-bop, even delving into some avant-garde at times. You'll definitely, well, I'm going to play it for you so you'll be able to determine for yourself what you think of it. But he's also very much in this school of McCoy Tyner, Keith Jarrett, Herbie Hancock, that kind of thing. And Keith Jarrett inspired him really to really get deep into the jazz language on the piano, and he's one of his favorite piano players. Gonzalez made his way to the U.S. when the American Cultural Ambassador caught one of his trio gigs and then invited him to come to Washington, D.C. He was enlisted to play shows with Ghanaian master drummer Okerema Asante that led to a recording. He says, quote, "After my first 6 months here, I decided to stay in this country to learn the music right," Gonzalez said. Gonzalez is born in Venezuela and is now based in New York. As far as I know, he's still there. Gonzalez went on to play with Jackie McLean in 2003. He joined Kenny Garrett's quartet for 7 years until 2013. During that time, he garnered 2 Grammy nominations. After his stint with Garrett, he played with saxophonist Azar Lawrence's band, and then in 2019 joined saxophone legend Pharoah Sanders as his pianist and musical director. So not only is Benito very familiar with that Latin American musical influence, but he definitely understands the jazz language and has played alongside these jazz guys with years of experience, and is really, in my opinion, on this album is just fantastic. He's also very influenced by McCoy Tyner. And again, that explains why you have this entire album here on the 2018 release featuring the music of McCoy Tyner. And I'm going to do a review on this CD at a later date because it is also absolutely fantastic. I wish that was on vinyl as well. Through the course of his career, Gonzalez has been instrumental also as a sideman. He's performed and recorded with many jazz artists such as Bobby Hutcherson, Dave Liebman, Gary Bartz, Curtis Fuller, Al Foster, Lenny White, Billy Hart, Steve Turre, Buster Williams. And you know, if these guys have him playing as a sideman on their album, he's a real jazz player. So Gonzalez recorded his own albums. His first one coming out called Starting Point in 2004. He's got another album called Circles, also available on CD, that came out in 2010. He had another record called Dream Rhapsody in 2015. And then you have that tribute to McCoy Tyner that I just showed you that came out in 2018. And then you have this 2021 release. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is his 5th album and the first, again, to be released on this label. And all 10 songs on this 5th album, first released again in St. Petersburg on this Russian label called Rainy Day Records, combined to create a sense of wonder, enchantment, and as Gonzalez takes another step into the future of his jazz journey, that taken from the website. He's assembled an impressive team of collaborators, again, including Christian McBride, Jeff Tain Watts, the great trumpet player Nicholas Payton, as well as rising stars, Russian drummer Sasha Mashin, trumpeter Josh Evans, and saxophonist Makar Kashitsyn. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. I apologize. Sing to the World, it says, is a musical exploration of the concept of freedom that recognizes the dignity of all of us as individuals. The title track, called Sing to the World, which we're getting ready to hear in just a moment, with its harmonic invention and pianistic power, is influenced by 2 McCoy Tyner tunes. So again, that McCoy Tyner influenced by Fly with the Wind and the Song of the World. Gonzalez says McBride and Watts embrace this feeling with their rhythmic core, as he calls it. They hear the way I perceive music, he says. They understand where I'm coming from and execute it brilliantly. He's excited about having Nicholas Payton on board and Sasha Mashin, of course, playing drums on the majority of the tunes on this record. So yeah, let's open this up. This is on a green swirl vinyl and is limited to only 200 copies, hand numbered, as you can see here on the back. So I found this on eBay. There are not very many of these available. So if this is something that you want, you're probably going to want to jump on it because there's not a lot of them. I think there's also a black version, but this was the one that was available. This was like $60, so it was kind of pricey. But again, I really like this album a lot. I've listened to the CD a lot. I've listened to it on streaming. And so I'm really excited to play this for you guys. Also, just an announcement. I'm kind of going to go back, I think, to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday reviews. And then Saturday and Sunday, of course, we'll have videos because I just purchased a saxophone, which I've now been practicing on, which I sound like I'm running around chasing a goose around the house. But be that as it may, I'm going to get better. This is a Summer AS 500, and I'm like to sit down and play this. I'm one of those people that if I get an instrument, I've never played a reed instrument in my life. So this is definitely challenging compared to the guitar and the piano. And of course, the guitar is my first instrument. I can play piano, but I'm not great at it. But this right here, I've always wanted to play the saxophone. And it's one of my favorite instruments. And of course, this is an alto here. And so anyways, that's kind of where I've been spending a lot of time, and I want to be able to have time to practice. And so I'm going to drop these videos back to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so it gives me a little more time to play this instrument. So anyway, that's kind of why there's been a little gap here in some of the videos, is because I picked this up, and I'm the kind of person that when I get something like that, I kind of engross myself in it. So sorry for the sidebar there, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. All right, so let's continue on. And here is the first record, which you can see is on this kind of a marble vinyl, I guess is what it really is. And we'll see. I hope this is good quality. This is pretty much, there's a mixture of up-tempo tunes and ballad-type tunes, but very intense playing here. Nicholas Payton tears it up on the trumpet. I mean, this dude freaking smokes on this. The piano playing on here by Benito is freaking awesome. The rhythm section, you know, whether it's Jeff Tain Watts playing or Sasha playing here, is fantastic. And of course, Christian McBride. This is just a really freaking cool record. really unknown record, you know, obscure album here that I think is definitely worth getting, even on CD. Again, I've had this on CD for some time, and when I saw that this was available on vinyl, I went ahead and picked it up. So, all right, let's wipe this off. We're going to listen to the first 2 tunes for sure, which is the entire side A, I believe. No, well, there's 3 tracks on side A. So I'm going to listen to the first 2 because these are 2 of my favorites on the record. And we'll talk about the tunes here. This was recorded at Big Orange Sheep in Brooklyn, New York. Recording engineer Chris Benham. Additional recording was done at Cinelab Studio in Moscow. Recording engineer there, Igor Bardashev. And mix and master by Mike Marciano of Systems 2. So there's just a little bit of that technical background for you. Let's drop this on the Fluence RT85 with the Ortofon Blue, going through my new Vincent Audio Faux 701 phono stage. Make sure I got this on the right side. Side A. All right. All right, so be prepared to be engaged. It's just a freaking awesome record. Sasha Mashin is the drummer on this one. Sounds nice. There's the other record, a little bit different color. It's kind of got transparency too, so you can kind of see through it. So far, vinyl sounds pretty quiet. Yeah, Nicholas Payton. Playing McBride's bass. best sounding recording. So every song on here, this is the shortest song you just heard. It's about 5 minutes, all the way up to about 10 minutes. It's been that range. So there's a lot of intense playing across this whole record. A lot of great solos by everybody. Just very intense. It's definitely one of my favorite modern jazz records for sure. Called Views of the Blues. On this one you just have Benito on the piano, Christian McBride on the bass, and Jeff Tain Watts on the drums. Something different. Yeah, McBride. This is the CD version of it here, so if you can't find it on record, CD comes with a booklet. Definitely a modern mix. You do have some panning. Piano favors the right. Drums come across both speakers. Nice bass sound. These guys smoke. This is the McBride. Watts on drums on this track. Drum recording sounds pretty nice. You have nice resonance off those drums, the highs all the way down to that kick, and it kind of surrounds you the way it's recorded. Awesome. So there's two tracks on this album that have never been recorded by their composers. There's a Roy Hargrove tune called Father, which is getting ready to start now. I'm going to play just a little bit of it. And then you have Jeff Watts' 412 on here as well. This is kind of a little bit more laid back, but still a lot of great intense playing on here. And on here you've got Nicholas Payton back on trumpet, with Benito Gonzalez, of course, on piano, McBride still on bass, and Sasha Mashin back on the drums. Now, the first tune we listened to had a different bass player called Essiet. His name is Essiet Okon Essiet, and that he only plays on one track, and that was the first track. Everything else on here is Christian McBride. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. That's all three songs on the first side A. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to play just one song off of side B. I'm going to play one called Visionary, which has that same trio of Benito, Christian McBride, and Jeff Watts. Really cool tune, so I want to play that for you guys and flip this record over. So far, the record sounds great. A little bit more resonance I hear compared to the CD, although the CD doesn't sound bad. But, man, I'm glad I got this on vinyl for sure. All right, so let's drop this on track 2 here. Track 2 on side B, I should say. This one's called Visionary. Again, this album released back in May of 2021. Sure flew under most people's radar because, you know, this released on a very small label. But it's a shame because of the incredible players you have on this, and musically a great listen from beginning to end. And again, first got it on the CD, but now happy to have it on vinyl. This particular version limited to 200. And number, so this is number 36. I don't know how many they made in the black. So far, though, great pressing. Flat, quiet so far. This tune's the longest tune on the record at 10.5 minutes. But some intense playing by everybody on this. I will say the CD booklet comes with more notes, so where you only have this one right up here on the record, so nice sounding record, nice sound stage, very nice and wide, kind of envelopes you. You have this really nice full sound, nice depth, even with these three instruments, really sounds nice, warm. Nice tonal balance all the way from those highs down to the lows, the bass, of course. The way Christian's playing it cuts right through. Very intense. Appreciate you guys hanging out, enjoying this record. This is freaking awesome. To me, another modern masterpiece that goes under the radar. Awesome. So that tune, 10.5 minutes, to me didn't seem very long at all. And they had to fade it out. I guess they continued to play on it. I wonder how much longer they played until they actually finished the tune. Very cool, very intense. Yeah, as you can tell, I really dig this album a lot. And I really wish they would put that McCoy Tyner tribute on vinyl as well. Or if it was put on vinyl, I didn't see it available. All right, so let's put on a tune. I want to listen to 2 more tunes, I think. So we're already going on 38 minutes, but I don't care. I'm really enjoying listening to this. I hope you guys are. Let's put on a tune called 412, which would be a different, the lineup of Nicholas Payton, Benito Gonzalez, Christian McBride, and Jeff Watts on drums. And this is a Jeff Watts original 412, and it's the, let's see, what is this? The second tune on side C. So let's take a look here what we got. That's side D. Second tune on side C. We'll drop it on, and this is a little bit different colored marble vinyl. So far, so good on the pressing. So, all right, let's see if we can hit 2 here. This is a pretty cool tune, very, very, very beautiful tune in my opinion, called 412 again. A Jeff Tain Watts original. So, really beautiful ballad here. I wanted to play this for a little variety because for the most part, 75% of the tunes on here are very up-tempo, very intense. And I wanted to play this because this is just a very beautiful, beautiful tune. Beautiful playing by these guys. And then we will close out with Flatbush Avenue. Maybe we'll close out with that. Which has the only track with Josh Evans on trumpet. So we'll close out with that tune. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think of this. To me, this is just freaking awesome. I like it so much. Again, I've got it on both CD and vinyl. I got the CD first and then was excited when I saw it on eBay, the vinyl. Again, this marble version, 200 copies. I don't know how many were made of the black version. So the beautiful trumpet playing. Again, you got Nicholas Payton on trumpet, Christian McBride on bass, Jeff Watts on the drums on this one. Wednesday for my review of Yaz Ahmed's latest album here called A Paradise in the Hold. Very cool record, very unique. So stay tuned, I'll be playing this for you guys coming up on Wednesday. Boy, that trumpet sounds nice. So Benito produced this along with Sasha Mashin, one of the drummers that plays on here, of course. He plays on like 6 of the tracks, and Jeff Watt's playing on 4 of them. So you got a total of 10 tracks on here. If you missed my conversation with Sasha Mashin a couple weeks ago, go back and check that out. He was a pleasure to talk with and shared his story with us, musical journey, and his latest album on the Bird Box label. He shared a little bit about that with me, so right, beautiful. And you gotta have, I love those ballads, those fast up tempo, intense songs. You get 2 or 3 of those in a row, and they take, to me, they're just exhilarating to listen to. So you have to break it up with a ballad here and there, I think. But I'm gonna play the second tune off of side D. And then we'll close out on the final track of the album. So far, vinyl been very quiet. I've had a couple pops here and there, but otherwise, good pressing. This one's called Flatbush Avenue, and Josh Evans is on the trumpet on this one track. You've got McBride on bass and Sasha Mashin on the drums. Another very cool tune, another intense. rhythmically how these guys kind of lock together and then how they play off of each other. Different style and tone than what Nicholas plays. Trumpet playing there by Josh Evans, the only track he plays on this album, and more completely different phrasing and different sound than Nicholas Payton's playing. Both fabulous trumpet players, but got Sasha Mashin here on the drums. playing by Josh Evans on the trumpet, a really soulful type of sound, gritty New Orleans, almost kind of really, really cool. This last tune we're going to close out on, called Colors, the final tune on the record. There are 4 trio tunes on this album. 3 of them have Christian McBride and Jeff Watts on 3 of them. This last one here has Christian McBride with Sasha Mashin and Benito on the piano for the trio. So we'll close out on this. I appreciate you guys joining me. Kick-ass album. Another one that flew under the radar. And again, not many of these made 200 of this colored version. I don't know how many they made in the black. And of course, I don't buy records because they're limited edition. I buy them because I like the music. If it happens to be a limited edition or whatever, a numbered edition, that's cool. But for me, I buy records to listen to them, not to put them on the shelf and collect them as some people do. So if you want one of these, you're definitely going to want to go out and get these. There wasn't too many available on eBay, and I don't know where else. I looked on the internet. They weren't very easy to find elsewhere. So I think they were available on Amazon, then they were gone. So I don't know if they're back on there or not. But again, you're going to pay around $60 for this. So if you dig it, get it. And, you know, if you can't get it on vinyl, I'm the kind of person that this CD sounds great too. So, you know, don't not get it because you can't get it on vinyl. That's my personal opinion. I still buy CDs and listen to them, as you guys know, but I will be doing a review of this fantastic album here coming up, CD. But first, we're going to do Yaz Ahmed's new album, and we're going to talk about her because she's a recent recommendation that I got on the channel. So I'll be reviewing that record as well as there are other releases I have over here coming up. All right, folks, you guys know what this is and what it sounds like. I appreciate you joining me. Happy listening to everybody out there. Again, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Saturdays and Sundays will be videos. I'll be taking Tuesdays and Thursdays off to practice saxophone. So that way I can kind of prepare my videos, get them out for the week, and then I can focus my attention on playing. So all right, we'll see you guys next time. Happy listening. Take care.